Hi, I'm Peggy,
I'm Laura.
and we are,
Urban Booze.
and today we have our wonderful friend from the Sunshine State, no, not California, Florida. Woo, Karen.
Woo-hoo.
And this edition we're calling Pandemic Picks.
Right. Because we are knee deep in the pandemic pretty much nationwide right now. And what are we drinking? What's
Yeah.
at home?
You go first, Miss Home Brewer.
Listen, for Christmas, my son said, "Oh, Mom, you'll enjoy this. It's a beer kit." And it was one of the random beer kits that you get. He convinced his grandmother and one of his aunts to purchase the beer kit, or one of his sisters to pay for the beer kit. He bought the beer kit. Karen, I was in Florida, and Karen helped me rearrange the packing in the back of my car because we drive, we take road trips.
Of course.
And she organized, and she's like, "What are you doing with this? You're never going to use this. Take it apart." So, and we had all this junk in the back of the car because, it's Christmas time. So she's taking all the stuff out, and she flattens the box, and she's pack it like this, pack it like that. You're never going to use this. I got home, and I guess it was President's Day. Mm-hmm. My son and I decided, where's the beer kit? Let's make the beer. Well, now it's pandemic. Now I have a really pretty beer, and it's tasty. It's
have a little fuzz on it or whatever foam. No foam on that?
I drank that foam. I opened it while we were talking before, and I drank
it.
Plus, I poured it so it didn't have a lot of. I poured it. I don't want a lot of sizz. I want to taste my beer. I poured it. So.
And tasty too.
And tasty too.
Tasty too. Yeah. We're gonna do this again. He and I, it was kind of a fun thing, but you do have to put things on the calendar. I didn't know about making beer. I know, go to the corner store, go get you some Guinness, you'll be all right. This was, you do this on a certain day, you come back, you do something, you put some drops in it on another day, you come back, you do something else. So it'll be fun. We'll do it again.
Well, did you put any special flavors or spices in it?
Like
how Celeste did it with Harlem Brewery with coriander.
I followed the directions to the T.
Boring.
Because the first time I do something, I have to do it
right. I get
Otherwise, who knows what'll happen?
Yeah.
My son, on the other hand, decided he wanted to have a little flavor, so he put honey in it at a certain point, and only on one. And I already drank that one, and it was good. It was better than this. So we'll go back, and I want to try citrus because, our Schofenhofer is one of our faves.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll try some of, take a page from Celeste's book, put some cloves or something in it to see if we can bump up the flavor, see what we like.
That might be nice. Nice. So, all right, Karen, what's your pandemic pick today?
Well, it's a pick because I opened it last night.
Okay.
So I don't like to waste wine. Normally I drink it.
Exactly.
It's called Nutra, Nutra. It's a Carmenerre. Can you see it?
Is that red or white?
Carmenerre.
I know, I
red.
can't tell.
Wait, let me see. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, no, it's red. No, I like my reds.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why do you more red than white? What kind of?
Why do I like more red?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just like, years ago, white used to give me a headache, but what I come to find out was I used to buy cheap white wine. And now I have a little bit more cash over, not today, but I started drinking better white wine. So, but I still prefer the taste of red. I'm just a red lover. I just like it all the time.
Okay. All right.
But then I started getting into rosés, which I really love. So
really?
Oh yeah. That probably, if I don't have that many left, but that probably would have been my pick.
Yeah, I want to get that one you talked about last time with the rose at the bottom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. Well,
that's a good one. That's a real good one.
See, I don't know. And me, I have always
Natura. My husband says I said Natura and Natura. Sorry.
I thought that was some kind of ghetto name,
No.
Isn't there a rapper, Naturi? Oh, no, that's the girl.
No, that's an actress. That's an actress.
Right. I'm sorry, girl. It ain't ghetto.
Oh, it's chill.
I like her.
Chile.
Yeah. I heard she's very good.
Chilean, see? That's Naturi Naughton. That's Naturi is an actress, Naturi Naughton.
Oh, I have no idea who these people
Yeah,
are.
she's on Power.
She's on Power, and
Oh.
she's in this new movie called Emperor, The Emperor.
Oh.
And yeah, it looks like it's pretty good if we could ever go to the movies again.
That's gonna look different with the 6 feet. But today I don't know, my new favorite Shiraz.
Okay.
You could taste the cloves and the cinnamon, and surprisingly, I think because I didn't really know a lot about wine, I instantly went with white, thinking that was safe. I think, when I had red wine, the tannins were a bit too bitter, so I didn't take to it. But this one is semi-sweet, so it's a nice one for me. It reminds me of the wine when I think I had mentioned to you before, Laura. When my mom took me to Brotherhood Winery in upstate New York.
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me of that red wine because I can taste the cloves in it. To me, I just love it. I have to make sure I drink the whole damn thing by myself up in this house.
But it reminds you of a nice time that you had, and that's, I think that's what wine should do too. Whatever we're drinking should relax us. It should also, give a bit of comfort, just like coffee gives a bit of comfort too. People, coffee, it jacks you up. It does.
But, I've been drinking a lot of it lately.
Right. We've all seen the meme. It's like, the coffee cup is running to the wine glass is taking the hand off,
I have a good friend from South Dakota, and I talked to her the other day, and I said, yeah, I went off the coffee for a little bit, and she said, what are you, nuts? Are you crazy? What's the matter with you? How could you?
Man.
She was right. Like, please, I need my coffee.
I tell you, I now have a set of special syrups and sugars from Tirani. I have gingerbread syrup that I have with my coffee. I have shortbread syrup that I mix with brown sugar, so it tastes like a snickerdoodle that I'm drinking with my coffee. And then I got my extra supply of brown sugar syrup that, I am working this Keurig. It is very much worth all the little bit of cash I spent on it last year.
Wow.
I love my Keurig. I think if something went wrong with it, I would absolutely cry because there's no repairman that's going to come to my damn house.
Yeah, they would also just tell you to buy another one. I have a Keurig that we use.
I hate Keurigs. I hate Keurigs.
Are you kidding me?
I got one for Christmas 3 years ago.
That's my milk?
No, you guys are not coffee drinkers.
No, I have a French press, and I have the other thing. I don't have a traditional coffee pot. I had one, and I had an espresso machine and all that too. But now I just have my French press, and I have a Keurig, and then I have that one's a little more sophisticated. The Italian one that you have to push. The espresso maker that you put on the stove.
Sounds like a lot of goddamn work.
I have one of those. I haven't used it yet.
Yeah, but the French press, pour the boiled water on, wait, press it down.
It's fine, but it doesn't give enough. It doesn't draw out enough of the coffee flavor to me. Okay. Nothing like brewed coffee. It's nothing like old school brewed coffee because
I know
the water, it takes time, and it's beautiful. Nothing.
And I do want that, but right now in a pinch, in this pandemic era, I got to work with my latte maker. If it worked for James Corbin, it's gonna work for me right now. I'm just saying.
Lordy, as if you don't. We don't have time to make a pot of coffee, and you don't even have to make a pot. I mean,
Well, that's even the thing too. It's like in this day and age, like we do have time right now in the middle of the pandemic, but before the pandemic, we didn't really have time. It was like quick, and we were being thrifty by making it at home anyway, instead of picking it up at Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts on the way.
I want that pot that my mom had from, remember it's like white with the blue flower.
Pause.
She's going to say pause. We are not going to pause the take, y'all.
Doesn't she know I don't know how to do that?
No, it's like, we're not going to do that because that would take a whole lot of editing.
and Claire doesn't have skills like that.
No. She's back, y'all. She's back.
Ow.
That's it.
Ow.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what
percolated coffee. It's the best coffee in the world.
That's what I want.
Hey, don't laugh. You can only find these. You can only find these in the thrift store.
Oh my God.
How do those work?
If you find one again, oh my God, that's almost gonna make me cry. It makes me think about my mom.
Oh, this is why I got it, because it made me back in the day. So
That's it.
yeah, you put your water,
Yes.
right? And then you put the coffee in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Laura, you act like you've never seen this.
I've seen it, but I didn't know how it worked. It was one of those things that the grown folks had when
And
everybody.
It actually comes with little filters. You don't have to use them, but
I'm on the filters.
I taped them on here so I can. You know why I bought this too? Because when we have hurricanes here in Florida, we put this on we have a portable little stove, like a camping stove.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Because everything is electric.
Karen, that is exactly it.
Oh, when you said it, I was like, oh yeah, because my mother, my grandmother, everybody I knew.
Yeah.
So then how does it wait? So then you put the coffee in.
So once you do, you put it on the stove and let it, and then once it starts percolating, you'll see it.
You'll see it in the top. You'll see it
top
right there at
part.
the top.
It'll go broop, broop.
Okay.
You know, remember that? What was that Maxwell House? Was it Maxwell House?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So that's what it does.
That's it. And my mom used to always also do it with oh my God, not 8 o'clock coffee, chock full of nuts.
That is the best.
Nuts.
That heavenly coffee.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Too expensive, but yeah.
I actually found a chock full of nuts and I bought it. But yeah,
and not for nothing, Costco's Kirkland 100% Colombian. No, that's real coffee.
Really?
That's really good. That's what I like. The price is right.
Mm-hmm.
No, the price is really right. $9.99 for 3 pounds.
Okay.
And it's good coffee. It's really good coffee.
Well, see, now I'm gonna have to go and see if I can find that because oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You just.
Oh, I'm always when we can get back to normal. I got one from my stepmother too, because she said the same thing. She said, I would love, and that's all she uses. Is that, and I got one for her. Because people think, oh, we don't need this stuff. Oh yeah, when that hurricane hits and the lights goes off and there's no electricity, I got my coffee.
So who was the maker for that coffee?
What's that?
Who was the maker of that?
What?
Cornell?
Corningware. Remember Corningware? This is Corningware.
We should be able to find it on their site. It seems like that's the sort of thing we should be able to get.
But not at the same price.
This is 9 cups. 9 cups.
I would love that.
Oh yeah. When we get back out into the world, and I do my thrift store hunts.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that is it.
Right? Good memories, right? Best coffee to me.
Now I did buy a syrup that was supposed to be Irish cream. I didn't like it. I know.
No syrup, no.
I didn't like it. I thought it was a way to get the whole Bailey's taste without the kick.
Girl, if you want the Bailey's taste, put the Bailey's
Come
in.
get the phone.
But I have Bailey's here, but I didn't want to open up that whole big bottle when I'm only going to use a couple of, pours of the Irish cream.
You can put it in the fridge once it's open, but
yeah, I guess how long would it last though?
I'm not sure, but I think once it's in the fridge, it should be all right.
Oh, and we diverted, but Laura saw today that the World Health Organization said that alcohol does not help against the fight against the COVID-19 virus, and that we should, essentially just stop drink. They should stop offering, liquor stores as a essential store.
Does someone think that it helps with the virus, or I'm just not quite understanding?
I think aren't liquor stores an essential business?
In New York, there's only 4 things that can be open: the liquor stores, the pharmacies, the supermarket, and the gas station.
Let me just say something. In Florida, if that wasn't open, there'd be a riot on the street. These fools.
I think that would have happened in New York too. If they just said, "Oh, no liquor stores," people would have been like, "Excuse me."
Some things need to be essential.
Well, they're just saying that the access should be restricted during this lockdown.
I understand.
Oh, here, check the phone.
But when you're stuck in the house all day,
and I'm a stickler. I follow the rules. Today, I went out yesterday and today. It was the first time I went out. Yeah. And I stocked up on wine. Wait, can you see all the bottles?
Nice.
You see all the bottles?
No.
Okay, so I got to show you this. Let me put you on. off. This is annoying. Okay, so can you see these?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One is, yeah, this is a Regency. One is a Zinfandel Red. I got a bunch. Buy one, get one free. Publix is the best supermarket on
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Because my child is in near Publix territory, and she
And I
got
got-
mad because they were like, "We'll deliver your groceries, but not your wine."
What's that?
That's a Spanish one, Campo Viejo.
Okay.
Buy one, get one. So I think this was probably, I don't know, I have to look at the receipt. Probably a $10, $12 bottle of wine, $12.99 or something like that.
So you got 2 for $12.99.
Exactly.
Oh,
So is it worth it to me? Absolutely.
yeah.
I stocked up, so I'm good for a couple of days. No.
That's kind of cool. Would you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Guys, we only have 8 minutes left. Can you believe it?
Wow.
Tostones. This is the brand, Laura.
Okay, that's the one I have.
Yeah.
I have a purple
You ever seen
bag.
these, Peggy? They're so good. They will buy one, get one free today. I love Publix.
Oh, wow.
We don't. What will we have that's comparable, Laura? I don't.
We have Stop and Shop, but
Okay.
you don't have wine like that at Stop and Shop.
Do you guys have Wegmans now, right?
What, sir? There's a Wegmans in Brooklyn. There's Wegmans in
Wegmans,
upstate New York and Jersey.
Right. And Wegmans is the closest thing to Publix, and it's funny because I went to school upstate. That's where I shop.
Right.
Wegmans introduced a lot of stuff that a lot of grocery stores are now doing back in the day when I went to school, which was the late 80s. We all did. Excuse me.
But that's the
How old
thing.
am I?
Wegmans.
Calculate our age.
Yeah, let's talk about the Wegmans.
Wegmans is comparable, but I prefer. I mean, I haven't been to Wegmans in many years, but my stepson Andrew, we're always arguing. He loves Publix, and so do I. But it's always a comp. Oh no, I'm always like, no, Wegmans is a better supermarket. No, Publix is, and we're always arguing about that. But
Wegmans has a cheese cave, and I have not been to a Publix with cheese from the cave.
Wegmans has certain things that Publix does not, but Publix does have the BOGO, which is everything good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
So, yeah.
I don't think there's anything comparable in Queens with that. I mean, I normally would go out to Long Island, but I'm so freaked out now with all the number of people being diagnosed.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But you're gonna laugh. Do you remember Food Town?
Yes.
Well, I didn't realize they were here in Florida, right? So my girlfriend says, "Oh, I found this place. It has all the ethnic stuff, and I mean, everything, everything for people of color, for wherever you're from, everything." Right?
We have a store like that here now. It's called Bogota. It's like it's a South American chain, I think. They have lard. It's in Bushwick. They have them in Bushwick and in Ridgewood. There's like 4 or 5 of them. You don't get wine there, but you need an Ecuadorian brand of quinoa.
I'm telling you,
They got it.
Everything at this place, and I think that's probably the first thing I'm gonna do is go to Food Town.
I guess Farm Bria is
It's in West Palm. Yeah, West Palm Beach. Hilarious. Yeah.
Oh wow, no, yeah, Peggy has Farm Bria, which is my mother's, and I hate that store. I mean,
What store?
it's called Farm Bria, and they have a lot of fresh food, and they have a lot of people that go through there. They're actually closed right now.
Yeah, they're closed
because of the pandemic.
Really?
But it's also because of I think the attitude of their regular shoppers, a little too aggressive for pandemic shopping. So, but my mother's very frail now. She's like,
oh my God, that looks like a Moissaneuve. What are you drinking? You drinking Coviello's wine?
Huh?
No, she's just a little blue. That's the red.
You mean my glass?
No, the wine.
No, the wine.
It's a Carmenerre.
That's the Carmenerre.
Oh, okay. Coviello was on the other night with Happy Cork. They did a virtual wine tasting.
Oh, did they?
It's good. It has to breathe. This is one of them that has to. It's from Chile, but it's good. It's not bad. I've had better Carmenerres than this one, but it's not bad.
Okay.
Yeah. I like Carmenerre.
See, and I find that I was telling Peggy the Chilean grapes, to me, they taste strong to me. They taste flavorful. They taste robust. Like you can have something with a lot of flavor with it. and the wine isn't going to get lost.
This one is not sweet. So if you're a sweet
No,
wine person,
these aren't what they're not sweet either. The one that I was comparing it to, it's not a particularly sweet wine. It's just a really nice. It's a powerful wine.
But why people would like this, because it's made with organic grapes. You know, I could care less about organic with certain things, I suppose, but you know, but it's made with organic grapes. So yeah, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
you know, I mean,
It's good stuff.
at least I know now I can walk into a liquor store and a wine store, and I don't get overwhelmed, because I used to get overwhelmed because I didn't know where to go. You know.
But I tell you, those guys, a lot of the guys in the liquor store, a lot of the, you know, especially if you go to a good one, even a small one, there's one right up here. They know everything, you know, and I guess don't be afraid to ask the question.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people are intimidated. They're afraid to ask. It's like, please. I don't know everything, and I'm a wine drinker, and I still ask, because sometimes you're like, you don't know. Or you see something that's on sale, and you think, well, maybe there's something wrong with it, or it's cheap, or it might not be good. And that's not necessarily so, you know? So if you go to the store, the liquor store.
The liquor store.
The liquor store. Oh, little liquor.
I'm gonna lick it up. You know, right? It helps you. It can't hurt, is what I'm saying.
But the place I went to, it's just more transactional. I don't know if, you know, they speak English, you know, they're Asian. I walk in the store, no one says, can I help you? They have their displays, and I just went and walked around, and I saw a Shiraz, and I just happened to get it because it was like $7. And I was
do you guys have, I used to drink a lot of Shiraz. I stopped that though. Do you have wine, what's the name of the store, dear? Wines and More? Wines, it's a big chain, but they're really good. Wine, Peter! I can't remember the name of the chain.
Total Wines?
Super Wine, Total Wines, and there's like two of them. There's ABC Liquor. Any one of those chain
ABC Liquor's in Florida, though. I remember them in Florida. I don't even remember seeing them in Georgia.
Total Wine?
Well, Total Wine is online. It's totalwines.com.
Okay, no, but we have stores here, Total Wines and More. And when you walk in there, it's like you're darting onto liquor heaven. Really, it's gorgeous. It's beautiful, for real. You walk in, a lot of times they have samples. So if they're sampling whiskey, which is last time I went in there, they did. Thank you, Lord, it was fabulous. You know, by the time, you know, I get to the second aisle, I'm like, woo-hoo-hoo. You know, but, and then, it's a great store, but their people in there are so knowledgeable. I mean, really, they know their stuff, and the wines have ratings, 93 out of, you know, it's like, I'm not sure what Peter will be able to explain that if he ever wants to come and say something. I don't know where he is, but the ratings
doesn't want to be recorded.
He doesn't want to be recorded. He didn't shave, so he looks like damn, you know, Bad Santa. You ever saw that movie? He looked like Bad Santa. Bad Santa. Yeah.
Oh, he says he doesn't have his shirt on.
He's home.
Right, he's home. It's okay. It's okay.
Why am I the only one drinking? I'm the only one that keeps drinking. What's up with that?
You know, I have mine.
See how much I've had. I'm here sipping.
Well, guys, guess what? You know, time flies. We having fun. We have less than a minute, and Zoom is gonna cut our asses off.
Okay.
I think you guys should talk about wine glasses, beer glasses, because, you know, when I went to Germany years ago, they had a glass for every beer, which was wonderful. So maybe that's something we should talk about. Because a lot of people don't know. People think, oh, what's the difference?
Well, all right. Well, we're going to sign off, and we can continue this afterwards. But
cheers.
This is us from Urban Booze. Until next time.
We're exploring what's good, sip by sip.
I'm drinking it like water.